Okay, everybody, welcome to another hard answer from Hardin. Let's go back to the epicenter of this housing and mortgage nuclear explosion in the summer of 2007. Boom. No more buyers of mortgage debt, too much risk in the market, pricing is off, no more money for lending. No more exotic loan programs, no more pay option arms. At that point, we had an estimated 12 trillion with a T, $12 trillion in outstanding mortgage debt. That's a lot of money. An interesting thing to understand is that our world, out in the world, we had sold in securitizations containing these mortgages almost $60 trillion in contracts. Yeah, you read that right. Those were made up of MBSs, mortgage-backed securities, collateralized mortgage obligations, IO strips, PO strips, swaps, assignments of trade, CDO squared transactions, and finally the evil credit default swap. You know, the way Wall Street shorted the success of the mortgage business and bet on its downfall while they bet on its way back up. So how do you get from $12 trillion to $60 trillion? With a whole lot of deregulation. Everyone wants to try to blame Bush. Don't bother. Want to blame Clinton? No, not really. The blame might be in the hands of a young MIT grad who in the 90s came up with the first derivative structure that created this ability to reprint money. That ability to take your hard-earned $1 bill and turn it into a $5 bill. The key point was back in 1993 when these transactions were deregulated to allow this to occur. It just took 15 years for the great Ponzi scheme of the 21st century to catch up with us. Now, who purchased most of that paper? Was it our government? Nope. Was it our taxpayers? Not really. Most of that was purchased by foreign markets. China, Asia, Middle East, Europe. Oops. Kind of explains that incident when Geithner went to China to assure them that their money was safe, and they kind of laughed him off the stage. Kind of no more Chinese food for you. So do we really wonder why General Motors, who was in trouble, looking possibly to sell the company, ends up going into bankruptcy? Well, we didn't really understand that at that time the leading bidder for that was the Chinese government. Okay, we can't have a company, a foreign government, owning one of our automakers who we've run off with all their money, and it controls 30% of our military hardware on wheels. Wouldn't be in our best interest. So off we go into bankruptcy. So how do we help consumers through this housing disaster that we've created? How do we help them through this? So I'm going to spend my little post discussing how we can help those homeowners and why the solutions that make the most amount of sense are failing. Talk to you soon.